Hello, my name's Bailey, also known as Dragon Whist, and I thought I'd share some of my colouring book pages with you. I'll be honest, I have a lot of whips. Some of them, well, they're not really whips anymore, I've kind of abandoned them. Be gone. But, you know, it's nice to see the progress, like where I was when I first started colouring, which, you know, not very good, let's be honest, but I feel like I've improved a lot. So let's just begin, I guess. Hopefully it won't be too long of a video. If it is, you'll be laughing at me because you can see the time and I can't. Right. So, the first colouring book I ever owned, I'm sorry about the noise outside, I can't control that, unfortunately. And they always seem to want to make noise when you want to film, unfortunately. But yes, the first colouring book I ever owned was Enchanted Forest. I remember I was in a bookstore and I felt like, I think I'd heard vaguely of adult colouring at this point, this was several years ago. And I was like, I want to try that out, but I couldn't actually find a colouring book. And we had to sort of go down the stairs, and it was like in a bit of a secret section of the bookshop. And I found this, and I was like, right, that'll do. To be honest, not the sort of colouring book I'd buy nowadays. Nothing against Johanna Basford, it's obviously beautiful images, but it's just not the sort of thing I like to colour. But, right, brace yourselves, because this is bad. Oh god, it's terrible. I mean, I'm sorry if you sort of colour like this. Obviously, it's, you know, fine for you. But compared to what I can do now, I just look back at this and I go, oh my god. I used fine liners for this. I think I don't even really remember because it was so long ago. But it's yeah, let's move swiftly on. This one was also with fine liners. It looks a bit better than this, a bit. This isn't even finished, this is a whip, but it's not really because I'm never gonna come back to it. I guess this is okay. It's a bit streaky, but I suppose fine liners are, aren't they? So, anyway, moving swiftly on. Don't want to look at that any more than I have to. Put that on the floor. I've thought this through. Well, I haven't got anywhere to put my books. Right. I think this was. I tried to put these in chronological order, but it's a bit hard for me to remember because it was so many years ago. I think this one's a couple of years old. This is when I started with pencils. I got my mum gave me some Polychromos as a Christmas gift. So obviously that immediately improved my colouring. What's this doing? It's just, there we go, get that out of the way. Yeah, this immediately improved my colouring. With the fine liners, I was struggling a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Still struggling with the Polychromos. Not the Polychromos' fault, they're beautiful pencils, I really love them now, but at the time I was struggling with them a little bit. But I think this isn't too bad for a beginner. Not a beginner to art, but a beginner with pencils, you know. Don't know what this gesture was. Okay, so this is a finished page, although I didn't do a background, but I guess, you know. Should I take the tags out? Yeah, I'll take the finished tags out. And I guess the whip ones too, if I'm not gonna come back to them. Didn't really think this through. Yeah, this image, not at all finished. You'll notice as we get further along, I'm a bit of a terror for starting and not finishing. Although the reason for this one was something happened at that time I was colouring this and it just gave me a bad taste in my mouth for colouring this. It's not the image's fault, it's just gives me a bit of an unpleasant memory, unfortunately. Again, really not very good. yet. I mean, I don't think my current colouring's that amazing, but this one I like a bit more. The background, no. But I like the bird a bit more, and like there was an attempt for metallics. It's not a good attempt, but I tried. The gem. In fact, I specifically remember watching. Oh god, no, who was it? I think it was Crafting Carrier at the time. I think, and she. I think she did a flip through of this book, and I was thinking, oh, I can practice metallics and gems because I'm not very good at that. So practice makes perfect, as with everything. You can see I started to burnish in these leaves. Like, I was beginning to figure out how to apply a bit more heavy pressure. You'll see in some of my later images I go a bit too far with that, but I'm still not quite figuring out that you can layer and then burnish, but you know, I'll get there eventually. And then there's this one. I quite like this image actually. It's not to the standard that I'd colour now, but I think it's quite nice. It's alright. I like snails. They're one of my favourite animals, which is a bit sad really. Oh god, this one. So this is when I'd bought some Prismacolors. I've since given them away because I'm not a massive fan of Prismacolors. Nothing really against the pencil, I just don't really like soft pencils that much. Just personal preference, so I gave them to my mum because she can make more use of them than me. There's no point in them sitting on a shelf gathering dust. Might as well give them away. But I went for sort of like a cool tone, but as you can see, it's sort of, I don't know, you'll see later in the book I try a cool tone skin again and it looks a lot better. If I'd just gone over this with like white or even a grey, this shading might actually look quite nice, but I didn't, so it doesn't. Again, practicing skin tones, not quite there. I mean, it's not realistic, obviously, but it's like a painterly kind of sort of style. It's not too bad. I do oil paintings and such, not very much anymore, to be honest, because the fumes and whatnot, it's a bit of a hassle, really. But that's kind of my background, is digital painting, oil painting, and markers. I used to do markers, but I don't really use my markers anymore. I should really. This is a whip. Well, not anymore. Again, all of these are abandoned in this book because my style's changed. Again, I think this is a decent page. It's very washed out, you know, it's not got a lot of colour to it, but I don't know, I think I was coming on to something with like the purples and the oranges. Looks nice, I guess, or it would have done if I'd, you know, coloured it properly. Again, similar sort of story. It's alright. Didn't finish it. This, you can see I was starting to press harder and it looks a bit better, but the colours I chose were very bright and whoa, you know, so don't really know what I was trying to do there. I mean, I guess I'll have like, you know, light flowers and really bring your attention to like these things, the insects and the bird, but although I did that one in, so who knows, honestly, who knows. This one was done in Prismacolors, I think. The rest of them, if I'm not saying what they're done in, they're probably done in Polychromos, because I think that's all I had at the time, was Polychromos and Prismacolor. And then I gave the Prismacolor away, so none of my recent images have Prismacolor. This one I quite like. If I'd done this, like, if I just pushed a bit harder towards the end, I think that would be quite a nice image. I quite like it, but Oh well. I think I was a bit scared to be honest. You're always scared, like, you don't want to push too hard at the beginning, quite rightly. I'll show you why in a second in the next book, because I do have one where I just pushed really hard. And, oh, there we go. This was actually a bit more recent. I came back to this book and I was like, you know, I really should do more colouring in this book. And then didn't finish it. It's a common theme with me. Yeah, I really should, to be honest, because it's only a small page. In fact, that's staying in there, so I can come back and finish it. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that looks too bad, because I've learnt a bit here. This is, again, a bit more recent. I did it maybe half a year ago, so it's not that recent, I guess, but more recent than the other pictures in this book. Just need to do the crystals, finish the leaves and the branch bit. Oh, and there's a little caterpillar. Oh. Okay, I'll try and do that page. And yeah, this was another attempt at very cool skin. Like, I think this one looks way better than... Oh no, I took the tag out, didn't I? Oh god. I'm never going to be able to find it. Oh, there it is. So, I think that looks better personally. It's still not, you know, just because the rest of it's not coloured, if I'd sort of set it in with some cooler tones, I think it wouldn't look so bad. But as it stands, just this, it obviously looks a bit strange, I think, anyway. Oh, there's a snake. Oh, I should colour that too. I like snakes. I might leave... Should I leave that in as a whip? No. I don't remember what pencils I did that with. It looks like Prismacolor. I'm not 1000% sure. Who knows? I don't. And if I don't know how anyone else is gonna know. Right, this one. So, I was talking earlier about pressing too hard with the pencil. Yeah. This is a nice book. It's a nice book. I've only done... I think I sort of scared myself off of it because the images are quite, you know, detailed and stuff. Not all of them are amazing, but most of them... Yeah. And this is why you don't press with your pencil too hard straight away. At least for me. Some people do, and it turns out amazing for them. But for me, my style, no. I went way too, like, orange with his face. I don't know what I was doing. Well, actually, I can vaguely remember. I remember seeing an art video where someone, like, they coloured, you know, really dark or whatever for the face, and they used a white pencil and just, like, burnished, and it was like, wow, it really lightened. Trouble is, I used Polychromos. Now, if you know anything about the Polychromos pencils, is that the white Polychromos, I mean, I like the white Polychromos, but it's not opaque. So, it's very transparent. I didn't really know that at the time, obviously, but I know that now. Yes, let's take rid. I don't ever want to see this image again because it's just terrible. If you're ever thinking like, oh, my colouring's no good, it doesn't look like all these other videos, and you'll get there. You really will. It's just practice. This is where I started to sort of find my feet with coloured pencil, I think. I didn't finish this one. And I never will. But this one, this, I think, is where I've sort of begun to find my style. Oh, I just realised this thing's coming off the bottom. How do I... there we go. Do excuse me. Yeah, I sort of found my feet a bit with them. This was a Prismacolor, believe it or not, which is a pencil I'm not a fan of. Nothing against the pencil, it's just not for me. But yeah, ironically, well, the first image I ever looked at and went, yeah, that's alright. Like, I've kind of figured it out a bit. Was this one. Yeah, with Prismacolors. Still had a way to go with the Polychromos. I hadn't quite... I think the learning curve on the Polychromos is a bit steeper than it is with the Prismacolor, so you'll notice when I have images like... I've just realised I haven't even been saying what the book names are. Oh my god, I'm awful. Good God, I hope you... I hope you've been able to pause and read them. Oh my god, what a rookie error. Well, I am a rookie, so it's alright. I hope. This is Gothic Dark Fantasy Colouring Book by Selena Fennick. Hopefully I've said her name right. Oh my god, can you believe me? Watch a million colouring videos and you'd think I'd know. Oh well. Yeah, so this was done with Polychromos. To be honest, I've marked it as finished. It's not really finished, because you can see I'd begun to figure out how to use the Polychromos with this pumpkin. And these ones to a lesser extent. I don't think I'd quite finished them as much as this one. But then I just didn't do the background. I like the way I did these tights. Like, they look transparent. Like, not transparent, like translucent. That's kind of what I was going for. And I made this cat look like my cat Gingy, because he's cute and I love Gingy. He is the best boy. Sorry if you've got a cat, but my cat's better. Can't say that, that's so mean. But I do love my Gingy boy. Right, okay, so this is... I bought this book, I think about... I think it was 2 years ago, and this is sort of... I feel like it marked the point where I began to sort of know what I was doing with Polychromos. And I started buying other colour pencils too. I will show you some images at the back first, see if I can find them. Just because they were the first images I did in this book and they don't look as good as the rest, in my opinion. They still look nice, I think. But, I mean, look at that watercolour, that's a bit... I'm not very good with watercolour, as you can see. But I'd sort of begun to sort of figure out the Polychromos. I think, anyway. I'd, like, started layering and... This could stand to be a bit brighter, but it's, you know, the first images I did in this book, so... Right. I've got my nameplate page. I didn't mark it just because I just was using it as like a test page, basically. I mean, I coloured this, whatever this is, turtley thing. But as you can see, I was just using it to mix colours. Like, I think I was mixing orange and blue. I was just like, wonder what happens if I do that. I mean, I knew it would make a brown, but I wasn't sure what kind of brown it would make. Not very interesting. Not really sure why I'm focusing on that. Oh! Did it again, didn't I? Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosanes, or Kirby Rosanes. I'm not actually sure how you say his name. Sorry. So this is a hippogriff. Again, not finished, but all the ones in this book I will finish, because I do plan on finishing this book, so no matter what skill level they're at. Although, to be fair, I think all the ones in this book aren't that bad. I will finish this. I will finish all the ones in this book, that's my plan. I'm going to have like a dark background, I think, on some purpley grey mountainy things. Yeah. I quite like this page. This was the second one I did after the sort of Lamia and Arachne, I think is what they're called. I don't think they call it a Lamia in this book, they call it something else, but I don't remember what. This was done with, oh, why has it gone dark? Is that me? Maybe it hasn't gone dark. Maybe I'm just totally mad. Would explain a lot. What was I saying? Yeah, this is done with Derwent Lightfast, which are probably my favourite coloured pencil. Really beautiful pencils. Obviously not finished, but again, will finish. I just have like 1,000 pictures on the go at once. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, I can't, like, I'll have a certain pencil set out, and then for some reason I get a bit funny about mixing pencils on a page. I will sometimes, but most of the time I'll just be like, no, this is a Derwent Lightfast only page, or a Polychromos only page, or, yeah. But I do like this one. I like the sort of translucency of the mushroom, and just like the way the sort of sunset to night, like I did like a moon and a sun. I did make a mistake, hopefully you can't see it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Spot it if you can. That's probably not a good thing to say. Everyone's going to be on the lookout for it now. Just find a million mistakes, like ones I wasn't even talking about. But yeah, this page sort of marked the beginning of, I keep saying that, but like, at least with burnishing and blending, I would say this is kind of where I figured it out, because I was initially doing very, very light, and then I used the blender pencil. Did I use the Derwent blender? I must have done. And then I just sort of went over it just to see what would happen, really, and I liked it, and I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna keep going and building layers and pressing a bit harder. I don't press hard initially, like we've discussed, but like this is how a drawing will start, with very light touch, and then well, it's not very light, but a bit light. Some areas are lighter than others. I don't know why I started this, because I've got so many whips, and it was just one of those things like, oh, I'll just start the Pegasus page, and why Bailey? You've got a million whips on the go. Have I been taking out whip? Oh, I have. I'm a fool. I will be coming back to these, so I'm not going to take these tabs out. I mean, I did, but I'll put them back in. This was done in Polychromos. My little, what is he, a troll? Tree troll? Or something. Yeah. Could be better. Like, I mean, there's a light source here, but I haven't really done anything with it. I mean, like, I've added some lightness here, I guess, but yeah. But, you know, it's not terrible. It's not like my early stuff, which I look at and go, oh my god, I never want to look at it again. I can take this out, though, because it's finished. This is a page I was doing with my mum. Don't know if you can see. Oh, it's a bit dark. But I guess she just stopped and didn't really want to continue. I might continue by myself, but I just feel a bit bad in case she wants to ever start again, and then I've, you know, forged ahead with it. And then, yeah, I don't know, I'll just leave it for the time being. I've got enough whips anyway, it's not like I desperately need to finish this one. This one's pretty close to being finished. I really like the man, but background, not very good, is it? Oh well. We live and learn. Maybe I should have used like more of a transition shade. I think I did use a transition shade, but obviously not enough. Maybe should have used a couple more, because I just basically went from this very dark blue to this like light yellow, which isn't really gonna work, is it? Or I mean, maybe it would work, but it not with the skill level I'm at anyway. But I do like the skin I did for this, because I wanted him to look kind of like maybe Middle Eastern or something, and I feel like I achieved that. I don't really know. You'll have to tell me if I achieved that. That's a whip, so we'll leave it in there. Oh. This one I did with Luminance and Neocolor 2. Is that hair? Oh my god. My hair gets everywhere. It's quite long. I just shed like a cat or a dog or something and just get hair everywhere. Like most people who do videos or whatever, they'll be like, oh no, the hair of my cat or something. And there's me, it's like, yeah, my hair. I did this dragon and I kind of wanted it to be like reddish water. And I did blue water too, obviously. I did like a little transition. I quite like it really. And I'm going to do this dragon with blue fire. Just to be a contrarian or something, I don't know. Oh god. But yeah, I quite like it. It was the first time I'd used Neocolor 2s and it didn't look terrible. I've just noticed there's a giant purple mark right here. That's a bit annoying. Oh well. Yeah, I'd used Neocolor 2s before in art projects and stuff, but they hadn't looked very good. Not because of the Neocolor 2s, because of my skill level. This is Derwent Lightfast. I'm doing it with my boyfriend, like a buddy colour that is, not. Oh god. You know what I mean? I've got a couple, well, more than a couple buddy colours on the go with him, just because we're both quite similar in that we both have quite a few well, I think I'm a bad influence really. If he's left to his own devices, he finishes his colouring pages. I don't, because I'm a nightmare. So, oh. Again, another whip. Oh, let's move it around a bit. There we go. This is done with Polychromos. I went for kind of like, I don't know if you can see, but I attempted like an oil slick colours. Sort of. Not like rainbowy, but like, I don't know. I don't know how well I achieved it, but like, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna have this background as a sunset, obviously. And I think it will look good, hopefully. And I can actually pull my finger out and do it. This is another buddy colour with my boyfriend. I drew this, like, volcanoes and whatnot in the background. I wanted it to look like quite a hellscape, really. Yeah. There's still a lot to colour, though. I mean, done half of the background really and some of the foreground. I'm not sure if it shows up because it is quite pale. Yeah, I really should add some more shading to this so you can actually see it is coloured. But yeah, I've missed a rock. How on earth did I miss that? Running theme with me. Missing stuff and not finishing pages. Right, I quite like this page as well. It took me a while to get the background right. It wasn't dark enough originally and I wanted it to be quite dark. I've got it to where I want it now. I say now, I did it ages ago. You can look at my Instagram, I'll try and post a link to it in the description. You can see exactly when I did it. I think that's all for Mythomorphia. Sorry I've done the Kobe Razan's books out of order. It's just that... Oh no! Oh no! One of my tags has come out. Oh gosh, I'm never gonna find that now. Oh gosh. Oh, maybe it's my gnomes. It is, it's my gnomes. There we go. Right. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm just a disaster, aren't I? Right. I do own all the Kirby Roseanne's books, but I haven't coloured in all of them because I'm mainly trying to complete Mythomorphia. I'm a bit terrible, you know, like I'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to complete Mythomorphia, and then every now and then I'll just do a page, or start a page in another book. Although I am nearly finished with this one, so this is a whip soon to be finished. See if I can get it. There we go. I quite like this one. I've done this one with Luminance too. Yeah, I just need to do the little fiddly bits around the sides and the sky or whatever at the top, and then it's done. So maybe add some more details to the fish. But I quite like it. I mean, this one I don't like as much as this one. This one I feel like turned out quite nicely. Like I've got the translucency in the fins, I feel like, and such. But this one, I was trying to have I was using a reference actually, and the reference had like white sort of tipped fins, but I don't know how well it translates. It just looks a bit unfinished maybe. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. If you've got a suggestion, maybe put it down in the comments below. Although I might just leave it, to be honest. Not the whole page, just the fish. Because I don't want to ruin it, you know? This book isn't really like a coloured pencil colouring book. It's mainly for me to faff about with gel pens. It's just an excuse for me to faff about with gel pens, basically. Because I got the Pentel Gel Metallics and some Jelly Roll Metallics, and I just wanted to use them. And I don't really use gel pens and such in my colouring pages. Sometimes I do. Sometimes, but very, very rarely. So there's a completed one. What on earth happened there? I don't know why I'm showing you. It was out of shot. I could have just pretended it wasn't there. Yeah, very shiny. Could have done a background. I didn't. I just realised I missed that. That's a bit annoying. I'm not very good at spotting things, am I? Did I take the tag out for the other one? Oh no, I didn't. Good. Yeah, that's Wondermorphia by Kirby Roseanne's. I do keep saying Roseanne's. I'm not actually sure that's how you pronounce his name. I hope it is. Geomorphia. Again, a whip. What a shock. I like how this page is turning out, but what I don't like is, I don't know if you can see, like, this. I don't know how I managed that. Well, I say that. I was watching a colour, oh no, who was it? Oh, I can't remember. And they had the exact same thing in their book, and I was like, oh, it's not just me then, thank God. Well, not really thank God, because it means their colouring pages got this in it too, which isn't very nice. But yeah, I've tried doing this too. It doesn't really flatten it out, so that's annoying, but oh well, it's not the end of the world, is it? That's Geomorphia by Kirby Roseanne's. Should have made more space to do this, really. This is Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Roseanne's. Again, I just, once I've found Mythomorphia, I just kind of went on a bit of a kick and just bought all Kirby Roseanne's books. I didn't, not all of them, because I don't think Fragile World was out when I bought Mythomorphia. I can't remember what was out and what wasn't. I know some of them I bought later. Maybe this one was one of them. I just don't recall. Apples. I like colouring apples. Although I don't think I've done a brilliant job here. Maybe it's just because I don't have, like, this one looks a bit weird. But maybe it's just because I don't have a background to sort of set them in. I often find, if you're looking at a page, and this is going to be very hypocritical of me because I don't finish pages, but if you're looking at a page and you're like, I don't know, if you finish it, or you keep doing stuff to it, eventually it just sort of works itself out, at least for me. But the problem is I don't finish pages because I get distracted. I'm very easily distracted. I see a new shiny page and I'm like, oh, I'll do that one, and then I won't finish it. But doing this video has made me realise just how many whips I have, so I will start to finish them. I'll ban myself from doing any new pages until I sort this out, sort some of my whips out. This is done with the Derwent Lightfast. I really like this a lot, and I'm kind of scared to finish it because I'm most pictures I'm like, yeah, the more I do the better it looks. This one I'm like, I mean, obviously it'll look better if I do more because it's just blank space, but I'm also scared of ruining it. It's a very real fear. I haven't even done this frog, see, I'm just too scared. I'm like, what if I do it and they all look terrible and then, But at least I've got this on video now, so if I do ruin it, I can look back at what it used to be. Oh no, that's probably worse. Then I've got this page. This is probably my no, it's not probably, it is my most liked page on Instagram. I really like it too. There's some parts of it I'm not massively keen on. I feel like I messed up a little bit, like the Aurora Borealis could be better, but you know, you live and learn. Oh my god, there's a fly, go away. Get out of my video. This has jelly roll glaze on it, I don't know if you can see. So I do use gel pens sometimes, just not very often. Yeah, I quite like how this one turned out. It's quite colourful, but like not, you know, so colourful that you're just like, whoa, 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 too much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you do pictures like that. I can definitely enjoy sort of very bright, colourful pictures. But yeah, I think this is sort of colourful enough but still relatively subtle, I hope. Why am I looking through the rest of the book? I haven't done nothing else. But yeah, that was a finished page, so woohoo me. Makes a change. I've just been so rude. I forgot to say that Fragile World and a couple of these other books have been gifted to me by my beautiful boyfriend. Like this one. I love this book, but I've only got one whip in it because I'm scared of it. It's quite big as well, like it's a hefty book, you know, it's very wide. Let's see if I can. So yeah, I really like what I've done so far, and actually this is one of the few pages where I've used like 3 different colour pencil brands on. But yeah, I'm really intimidated by it, to be honest. I don't normally get intimidated by colouring books because I like, you know, like for example Kirby Roseanne's, a lot of people get intimidated by his work. I can sort of colour that no problem, I really enjoy those books, but this one for some reason just find it quite intimidating. Like I'm just not even sure what to colour half of this, you know? Like I just look at it and go, what do I do? Maybe I could start on the wings. Maybe. Oh god. yeah, that's enough of that one. I'm gonna put it down in my book pile on the floor, because I thought this through so well. I love this book. I was about to say if you know anything about me, you don't, because this is one of my first videos in the colouring community. But anyone that knows me in real life knows I love Mass Effect. Wow, I love Mass Effect. Oh god, there's a stain there. Oh no, I'll have to clean that off later. I bought this book for like £20, and if you're looking at these images and thinking, wow, I like Mass Effect and I'd like to purchase a colouring book, last time I checked, a used copy was going for £200, so good luck with that one. And a new copy, I think, was £400, so kind of makes me a bit scared to colour in it, really. I'd already started, so, you know, I've forever tainted it. If I can... Oh. But, yeah... £200 for a colouring book. I mean, hopefully it's gone down in price since then. I think it's because Legendary Edition came out. I think interest spiked. Hopefully it'll go down in price. Yeah, I like this because I've done some object source lighting. I think that's what you call it. That's what you call it in the miniature painting community. OSL. I'm not sure what it's called in the colouring community. Light source and thing, yes. But I do like it. I think I've done a pretty good job of it so far. I'll be honest. The people I'm not so intimidated by, Joker and Commander Shepard. The background, I'm like, oh god, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I mean, I know it's the Normandy and I could just look up reference images, but like, is it supposed to be space out there, or... I don't know. I'm not actually sure, so I'm a bit scared to colour that one and make it look weird. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Might do a flip through of this at a later date, seeing as it seems to be quite a rare colouring book and not many people would have it. This one, I've said most of them up until now, like the recent ones that are whips, I'll say I'll finish. This one I will not. This is an abandoned page because it just, oh my god, no. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll do flesh coloured tentacles, that's fine, but like then her face right next to them, it's just kind of like, at least I could have made her skin darker or lighter or something. But no, I went with pretty much the same colours and now it just looks strange. And also the blending is not very good, which, to be fair, I'm not that great at blending, but yeah, I don't know. Won't be colouring that one anymore. I mean, I might colour more pictures in the book, but just not that specific one. Here's one. I was itching to use my gel pens, and I was itching to use them in a colouring page with coloured pencil and like do a sort of nice job. And I am quite proud of this one. Oh. Oh god. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice. I really like the, I'm not really sure what this is sort of, let's say carpet, it's not carpet. Oh my god, could you imagine like a spongy carpet? That would be quite fun. Bit inconvenient probably, but fun. Yeah, so I used Jelly Roll metallics and Pentel dual metallics. Not sure that they work amazing together. Let's see if I can. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, it's not like realistic, but I don't think every page needs to be. Or I mean, it's not really my style anyway. Sometimes I'll try and aim for realism and fail, but sometimes I just like to, I don't know, it's like I went quite dark with a lot of the shadows to try and make it pop. And I think it looks quite nice. Yeah. That's that one. That's in the burlesque, oh my god, burlesque special of Colouring Heaven. Just realised I've not said what half these books are. My memory is just appalling. So appalling. This is the Zodiac special of Colouring Heaven. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this page. I don't know if I'm going to abandon it or go back in and fix it. Yeah, like the tattoo, not the best. I tried to do something with it, meh, didn't really work. I did like a yellow background and I don't feel like that really worked. I like the crab claws. I think they're crab claws, I'm not actually sure. I think so. It's Cancer, so it would be, I would imagine. And then I didn't know what these were and I didn't know how to colour them. I think that's my main obstacle in colouring, is I just go, what is that? And then I don't know how to colour it. Like hair, I can make an attempt at. It won't be a good attempt, but I can attempt it. But yeah, what are those? There's not a slight at the illustrator. It's just like, it's probably obvious to everyone else what they are. Or you could do them like little crab sticks or something. That might be quite cute. I don't think that's what they intended, but if I do come back to that, that's what I will colour them as. And also you can see where I've overworked the paper, because this is quite thin paper in these. With not a lot of tooth. So it's quite easy to overwork. I think I did that with the luminance. I find the waxier pencils work better on the paper like this, personally. Even though Polychromos and Dereko Lightfast are my favourite pencils, I don't use them on Colouring Heaven just because this book, I love this book. I'm not massively into flowers, but it's just such a beautiful book. I mean, it really is. It's by Maggie and Terios. It's called Flowerscape. Yeah, the paper in it is beautiful too. It's a beautiful book. The only one I've done in here, and I have finished it, but I guess I just didn't want to do a background. I'm not really sure what background I do. Is this one, which I quite like. I went for like a limited colour palette of like blues, greens, purple, so analogous colours, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I quite like how it turned out. I went for like blue leaves and stuff, and I don't know, I quite like it. I don't remember what I coloured it with though. Oh, and I've got gel pens on it, which again, quite unusual for me. I just fancy doing something with gel pens. I don't know if it's gonna show. Is it gonna show? Well, hopefully you saw that. But yeah, this paper, I mean, first of all, the book lies flat. I remember them advertising it as such, and I was thinking, don't know about that. But no, it does. Just, you don't have to. Hands-free. Excellent. They've got some really, like, you just press it down a little bit, and then rather than it keep popping over, it just lays flat. I love it. And beautiful images too, and lovely paper, and just what a lovely book. And it's quite small as well. Not in a bad way, but just in a, like, it's manageable. Some colouring books I have are just so big. Like that Serene one, which I still think is a beautiful book, but it's so big, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so much to colour, and I take ages colouring. Okay, this is Circle of Life by oh Christ. I'm so sorry. Melpomene Chatzipanaggiato, maybe? Maybe I shouldn't have even attempted, because I'm sure that's not correct. Yeah, it's a beautiful book. Got a whip in here, what a shock. But I will finish this. I can tell I will, because I just know. Sometimes I look at a page and I go, I don't think I'm going to finish that. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely finish that. It's just a matter of time. Oh, how ironic. Because, well, not really ironic, but how fitting. Because it's an hourglass. Oh my god. I'm so entertaining. Not. I like this page. My picture on Instagram didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I'm not very good at photographing my pictures. Hopefully they come out better in video. I'm not sure. I'm just having a look now. Looks okay, I guess. What was I saying? Yeah, did this in Derwent Light Fast. And I really like this. And I like they come in circles, just because it means I have to colour less. I'm so lazy. I don't know if it's laziness or just like, wow, do I ever take a long time to colour. Okay, this page is a bit of a fail and I don't think I'll come back to it. Maybe I will, maybe I can fix it, but I don't think I can. So, my original plan for this page was to do robins. I then decided not to use a reference, which that's fine for most colouring pages, but if you're going to do a specific thing, you probably should use a reference, because I was just like, yeah, robins, they have like an orangish red breast, yeah, it's fine, all good. And then I looked at them and I went, they don't look like robins. And then I looked at pictures and it's like the red doesn't even come down here, it's like up here and there's like a little, yeah. I think robin eggs are blue, I'm not sure, I didn't even check that, so that could be completely wrong, but yeah, maybe I could just pretend there's something else. I don't know. I won't take the tab out just in case I do decide to fix it. But this is quite a nice book. It's got quite nice paper. Yeah. Nearly done. This is the tattoo colouring book by Minden. I think that's how you say that. It's quite an interesting book. Because it's more traditional style tattoos and Japanese style tattoos. This is a whip. Again, might finish it, might not, I don't know yet. Maybe. I just need to fill in the skin because I've left parts of it white. And finish the rest, I guess. It's not a big picture. It's not too much to do, so it's doable. It's just whether or not I'll do it. I do like this book though because it has this sort of gold... It's not like super shiny, but it's like this gold detail on it. It's nice. And I did this one. I actually finished one. Oh my gosh. I just realised I haven't been taking my finished pictures tabs out. Oops. Yeah, I'm not massive on the skull. I don't know if I did a good job of that. I don't think so, really. And the gem, I'm like, But I do like the flowers and the leaves because it's very sort of delicate colours. Sorry if my light's changing. I do have a light source here, but I decided, perhaps stupidly, to leave the curtains open. So, enjoy that. But yeah, excuse me. I did like little bits of, well, it looks like pink. It's not actually pink, it's burnt sienna, I think. But it looks pink because I've put blue right next to it, and I can't remember what the effect is called, but obviously with the contrast it makes it look pink. And I put blue in the leaves, which I quite like, but I don't know. I'm a bit iffy on that page. Not the actual drawing itself, just my colouring of it. This is Pop Manga Colouring Book by Camilla Dereko, I think. I think that's how you say that. and I've only done one in here. It is finished, I know. Round of applause for me. I know it's got a plain background, but I was just looking at all those butterflies repeating, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. Nope. So I just did like a sort of shadow around them and left like the butterflies white. Oh, let's actually get it straight. Yeah, I wanted to go for more like an anime sort of look, because I mean it's a manga drawing book, but I wanted like the bright colours, like the very harsh lines, and it's not realistic, it's more sort of cartoony. I really like it, but I don't know if anyone else does. But I do. And I actually used gel pens on this one too. Got some glitter on. Yeah. So I quite like that one. And then, because I liked that book, even though I've only done one picture in it, which is a bit bad really, I bought this one, because this sort of thing is much more up my alley. Like I used to love manga and stuff when I was a teenager, and I still do. I mostly watch anime really rather than read manga, but Cute and Creepy, Pop Manga Cute and Creepy colouring book by Camilla Dereko. I really like creepy stuff, so I've got a lot of whips, as you can see. Got like a couple finished ones, but yeah, this one I just kind of need to do the background and the skulls and the bubbles, and then it's done really, so I haven't really got much of an excuse. Need to finish that one. I only started it recently, so that can be my excuse, I suppose. I love these pages. Got fluffy little spider. So cute. I love spiders. I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. I can sort of understand why people are scared of them, because they sort of skitter around. That's not how a spider moves. More like that. Don't know why I'm explaining how a spider moves. You've all seen a spider, I'm assuming. But their eyes, they're so sweet. I just think this, I mean, not all of them have eyes like this, obviously, but like jumping spiders especially, just so cute. Yeah, I like how I did the eyes on both of these, but this isn't finished. This is basically finished, I just need to do the background. This needs a bit more work. As you can see, I started colouring the spiders, not finished them, because I just got bored of colouring the spiders over and over. Made an attempt with the hair, not a very good one. It's like, I didn't know what I was doing with it. It's not really cartoony and it's not really realistic, so meh. Oh. This one I love. I love this one. And a lot of people on Instagram liked it too. I was trying to go for like a more watercolory look. I mean, I used the Neocolor 2s in the background, but even with the Polychromos, I was just going for like a bit of a softer look. Yeah. I just realised my voice has been going slightly more high pitched as I talk. Ignore my voice being all over the place. This is a whip. I know you're probably thinking, what do you mean that's a whip, Bailey? You haven't done anything. I have, but it's not very obvious. I've done like little grey hairs everywhere. It's just the start, it's like the basis for me practicing fur, and I'll eventually, with Polychromos, colour more of it. But I just started doing like the fur in sort of certain directions. I don't even know if it shows up on camera, to be honest. Does it? I don't think so. Let me try and bring it a bit closer. Yeah, so not amazing, but I mean the images that Camilla drew are amazing, but my version of it isn't. I like this one. It's a mummy, obviously. I did Neocolor 2s in the background and luminance and a gel pen, Pentel Dual Metallics just around the eyes. I did this one in the dark, which you shouldn't do with her skin, because I thought, oh, I'll make her skin quite dark because, you know, she'll be like Egyptian. And by the time it was daytime, I was looking at it like, oh, she doesn't look very dark skinned. So I kind of failed there because I don't know why I didn't turn a light on. I just sort of just sat there in the dark for some reason. Not my brightest moment, haha. Quite literally. Oh, but yeah. And then there's this one. It's a bit messy, but yeah, it's alright. I will finish it. It's just not massively pleased with how it's turning out so far. But you know, if I just put more work in, if I just, you know, finish, it's not much to finish, just the TV, the bear and the girl. And then yeah, it'll be done. And even if I don't like it, I'll have at least finished the page. And last one is Creatures of the Night Colouring Heaven special. I keep doing that. I hope most of these books have been straight. Sorry if they've been on the wonk. I'm sitting at a weird angle, so... Oh. Yeah, I quite like this one. It was done in luminance. I don't really know what else to say about it. I didn't do a background just because I thought that would take forever and I wasn't really sure what to do. Like, I was like, oh, I could use a really nice dark blue, but then my dark blue pencil was kind of getting short, so, you know. Yeah, I quite like it. The hair is like the first time I've done hair that actually doesn't look completely awful. I haven't actually followed a tutorial for it. Honestly, I'm a bit stubborn. That's the trouble with me. It's like, you could just watch a tutorial, Bailey, or you could just sit there looking at hair and figure it out for yourself, which is what I usually do with stuff. I should really just watch tutorials because honestly it would make my life easier, but I am incredibly stubborn. Like, no, I won't accept people's help. But I should really, because I'll improve a lot faster that way, and there's a lot of really good tutorials on YouTube, I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's it then. Sorry, oh god, it's been an hour. Oh, you poor souls, having to look at my not so good colouring pages for an hour. Well, you don't have to, I suppose you could have clicked off by now. If you did make it to the end, congratulations. And thank you. This is the first sort of colouring related video I've uploaded on my channel. The rest of it, I often delete videos off my channel. They're like animation related, or mostly animation related, let's be honest. I had some from when I was a kid, but I deleted them quite foolishly rather than setting them private because I didn't know how, because I was a child. Which is a shame because they're forever lost. But that's really neither here nor there. That's not really relevant, is it? Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.